Yes, gents, welcome back. How are we? Hope you're doing good. So just another bit of an update. Again, where are we now? Sort of like today's Wednesday, the 21st of May. Again, so we're just about a week and a half out now from the Hyrox, which is obviously Sunday, June the 1st, our first one in Cardiff. Me and Geraint doing the doubles. Looking forward to that. On Saturday we run through like a simulation of the event. Like it was the first time actually doing it. I haven't done it before, so we run through it as a doubles. It went pretty good. It felt pretty good. Like I said, first time doing it, first time like experiencing like the whole sort of like 8 runs, 8 stations, things like that. Again, if you want to know more about Hyrox, just like what the workout is, just go on sort of like Hyrox, just search that. It's the fucking it's trending at the moment. You'll find some results. Okay. So anyway, did that. Like I said, I felt really good and like learned from that a lot from that. We like okay, like so. The burpees and the farmers, they probably have sort of like those stations took the longest. That's the way we need to work on, and then obviously running as well, because obviously we can split the stations and it's just we've got to both do the same amount of running. So that's where we need to focus on. That's been the focus this week now. Tonight now doing more burpees and more farmers carries, because I really underestimated the farmers. I knew the burpees, obviously the burpee broad jumps, it's going to get your heart rate up, it's going to get you blowing, and then trying to go back into the run after that, I know that. But then doing the farmers again, because you come in and like so you're doing the farmers, you're not really resting, the partner's chasing you around, you move quite fast on these. And I know so I'm good at farmers carries, I know my grip strength is in everything, so I haven't really done it. I haven't really done much farmers. So then obviously I got humbled when I did it on Saturday, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I need to get used to this, because it's obviously, even though it's quite light, because it moves fast, and then there's no break, and you're straight back into the run, and it's just like, right, I need to practice this sort of thing, because it's just, I underestimated it. So that was that. This is like the last sort of full big week of training. Like next week we'll start tapering down. Body's feeling good, like obviously trainers felt good, sort of, everything felt good, so the fueling, like the foods I ate the day before, the morning of, that felt good. I wasn't in too much pain after. So it felt really good. And the next day, we were okay. My DOMs in my thighs as expected, but I wasn't. So if I could walk, I thought it'd be much worse. But the main thing is, again, we finished the workout. We're like, yeah, we got more of this. There's another level here. We can push more, because we recovered pretty quickly. Obviously, we were like quite fucked, but then it's just like, no, we can. I know myself. I know I could suffer more. I could like sort of push the runs a lot more. The last two runs again, I know I need to sort of get a bit like sort of hurt a bit more on those, suffer a bit more, push the pace a bit more, and then obviously because the wall bars at the end, you can just sort of you can power through those. So yeah, that's where sort of at. Like I said, just week and a half out now. It's getting sort of. Making it. I'm just trying to stay wrapped in cotton wool. Like I don't obviously avoid any sort of niggles, avoid any sort of sniffles, like anything to sort of like into the illness or injury. Trying to avoid that. Trying to keep myself wrapped in cotton wool. Obviously, I'm still training, so again, like a big focus is on like nutrition, eating enough food, like enough carbs, protein, a good like quality sort of fruit and veg, get the nutrients in as well. My sleep and recovery, mobility, my stretching, my foam rolling, hydration. What else? Just obviously mindset, so like meditation, things like that. Just obviously keeping that sort of like calm. What else? What was I going to say? Something else then? I can't remember what I was going to say. Supplements, all these different things. Yeah, and just trying to sort of stay sort of in tip-top condition. Again, try to go nothing like no socials or anything this weekend or anything lined up. I know sort of like this week it's just sort of like just rinse and repeat every single day. No sort of obviously I'm not drinking, no meals out, anything. I'm just like so obviously just focused on sort of like peaking and just being in the best condition I can for that Sunday. Trying to stay wrapped in cotton wool. Again, just so I don't get don't do anything that's sort of perhaps going to compromise my anything lower body, because and then it's just like I said, knowing in terms of training as well, there being smart with that as well as obviously being intense. Tapering next week, and then hopefully sort of just the main goal again is just to perform really. It's just like putting a good performance and feel like empty the tank, that did well. Like going into it perhaps I don't know, like an hour 10, an hour 20. That's sort of like what I had in mind. If we could finish in that'd be amazing. Like on Saturday we did in 112. So I was like, fuck, that's amazing. I'm really happy with that. If we can get sub 110 on the day, that'd be huge. So yeah, that's where it's at. It's a good place. Yeah, other than that, then obviously through the day, daily stuff of just sort of work, just general life stuff really, and like sort of obviously school runs and then some barbecues, but Eurovision on the weekend. Watch that. Like, I think I'm the sort of I do enjoy. I like Eurovision, but I don't like up until 11 o'clock. After once the voting starts, it pisses me off. I get so frustrated. I know it's part of the show. I know it's what's needed. I know like it's all political and different things like that. But it just pisses me off so much. Like this sort of the jury vote. That's all just fucking. I know it's political, but it's just so frustrating. Like the worst people, they get the top votes, and then the public vote, and then not to mention like the whole sort of the presenters here cringe as fuck. But I do like Eurovision, mate. It's an annual tradition now. Me and my daughter, me and Iz, we always stay up. She always wants to watch it. So that's that. And then on to the next part of the video. Yes, gents, just out on a stroll now. Just like sort of just finish a work block just before my daughter comes home from school now, so just get out and just have a stroll. Yeah, like so obviously with the Hyrox again, a few people have asked me sort of like why I'm doing it, how I feel going into it, and then obviously what's my plans after, am I going to do more, etc. Yeah, like obviously first of all why I'm doing it again is just to have that challenge, and just it's the thing to do at the moment. Everyone seems to be doing it, so throwing it into it. It's like a new thing to train for. Like I said, I've done different things in the past, whether it's photo shoots, triathlons, CrossFit, all like different aspects, like half marathons, things like that. So just like a new thing to sort of compete and like sort of like train for, prep. And again, you always I enjoy sort of like training for something, because again, you get disciplined, you get locked in, you get focused, like you learn more about yourself. Because when you dial in, you're training for a goal, you got that urgency. Again, it feels so good, like, and just sort of you're disciplining yourself, like your training's good, your nutrition's good, all these different things. You just feel great, just rocking it. And it's just, like I say, it's all about the sort of enjoying the sort of the process as much as the day. Like, sort of the day is it's all about enjoying it, showing off sort of thing, because the work is done in training in the sort of the weeks and months leading up to it. So it's all about sort of just enjoying the day, whether it's like say prepping for your holiday. The holiday is just a sort of the reward, and just to celebrate sort of what you've done, sort of thing. So like everything you do now, like I say, it's for that sort of reward when you get on your holiday. So yeah, after it, again, don't know yet. Yeah, obviously see how it goes. I'm sure I love it. I want to do more later on in the year, but first of all, I'll take a break, and then perhaps just take a break, just obviously because obviously training's been quite intense like the last few weeks. Just sort of, and then process the mind and the body like a week or so, and then again perhaps start lifting again. I haven't really lifted much lately because it's mostly been a lot of fitness work. I haven't done as much strength or lifting. Because that was a good enough point. It's a decent level. I didn't need to get stronger or maintain it. I need to work on my fitness. So yeah, and then like sort of look at perhaps doing sort of some more Hyroxes later in the year then as well, because I know there's a lot of them on the calendar. There's a lot of them like in different places in Europe, so perhaps going somewhere for a weekend. Yeah, I'd love to do that. That's the next goal. Yeah. Yes, guys, so I just want to run you through now, what I'm eating. Like, there's some of the foods I've really sort of been focusing on a lot lately, so we'll just break it down with meals. In terms of like my first sort of one of my big meals, again, I've added in like more of a breakfast now, because I used to do a lot of fasting, but now I'm needing more sort of food and more fuel and sort of like sustain through the day, like with a higher sort of like more volume of training, more like sort of more gaseous sort of type of training. I've added more sort of yogurt bowls basically. So again, and obviously like the skyr yogurts, the skyr protein yogurts, either this one or the plain skyr like Greek yogurt as the base. So again, it's probably got 200 to 300 grams of this. So again, 20 to 30 grams of protein there, or perhaps again sometimes I have two of these and mix that in with some frozen berries. I love sort of frozen berries. Again, I use this a lot more. I buy some fresh fruit as well, but I use a lot of this, probably about 100 grams of this per serving. Again, obviously it's a lot cheaper and it keeps for longer, and it's nice to have that sort of like the ice, the frozen sort of texture as well. And then I'll have that with so obviously some muesli, or some granola. Like that's just, I mix that up perhaps first thing in the morning. I'll have that, and then I'll have it later on then about midday. Then like sort of just my meals then is obviously chicken with some rice. Then like again, evening I'll probably have the same again with chicken, or I'll add some wraps now. So again, I rotate the sauces basically, and then again I use the sort of like bagels as well. But again, it's not that much, like, sort of, it doesn't change that much. Again, I have sort of, like I said, chicken, probably beef mince, some eggs, and then protein yogurts, really. Those are the main types of my protein sources. I don't really eat much fish at all, so I supplement them with omega-3s. In terms of fruit and veg, yeah, like, sort of most of the fruit is obviously, like I said, frozen berries, like frozen blueberries by themselves, apples, bananas, and that's more my fruit. Veg is normally sort of like salad-based veg, like sort of lettuce, salad bags, cucumber, peppers, tomatoes. I don't really eat like sort of broccoli, things like that. I don't really eat cauliflower, don't really eat much of that. Again, obviously it requires sort of cooking, and I know there's it's high in what's called like FODMAPs, which is it can cause digestional stress as well. I know sort of it really bloats out as much as sort of it can be good, but it's for some people I know it sort of causes digestion issues. So I follow like more closer to sort of like the, what's it called, the vertical diet. Obviously I know about it in like bread and stuff like that, but I like the sort of, the vertical diet is all based around sort of like gut digestion and everything like that. And then yeah, pre-workout and around workouts, had a lot of these squares bars. They've like become sort of like a fitness superfood basically. Everyone seems to eat them now, just sort of, again, because again it's rice, it digests well, and again it just gives you about 20 grams of carbs like sort of an hour before training. It's just a nice sort of digest well and gives you that sort of fuel. So that's pretty much it, how I eat most of the day. And like I say, it's just more same sources. Like when I come to carb up, like before a race, I won't change anything, won't add in any pasta. I don't sort of try not to, I'm not really eating out much at the moment. Or eating different types of foods, because again, obviously I want to sort of recover. I don't want any inflammation in my stomach, don't want any sort of like extra sort of gut distress, things like that. Like, as I know, sort of sometimes if I go out for a meal, again, you have a pizza, yeah, it's nice, but then obviously the next day, or curry, again, it disturbs your sleep. Again, the next day you've got a bit of a sort of, you feel quite heavy in your stomach, don't feel as good. I don't want that at the moment. I'll have that after sort of the Hyrox is done, when I sort of can have the sort of pizza and Five Guys then. But yeah, that's mainly my foods. Like I say, you got some of that yogurt bowl, again, sort of getting the sort of the protein in from the yogurt, again, sort of berries, and then some obviously muesli or granola. Then I'll have, like I said, chicken or mince with rice or wraps, one of those, and then, like I said, in the evening, perhaps rinse and repeat. And again, another thing I eat is loads these bloody rice cakes on the edge of each meal, like from Lidl, the sweet chili rice cakes. Oh, fucking, they're so good. Just to sort of like, while eating your chicken rice, and then like these on the side, just to nibble. Absolutely love them. So yeah, that's pretty much what my eating is looking like. And again, if I feel good off it, doesn't cause too much bloat or like distress, doesn't cause me to slump, digest well, like so a lot of rice, muesli, bagels and stuff. Again, I feel okay. Yeah, I don't feel sluggish or like going into a workout or after a workout or the next day or before bed, things like that. That's not too heavy. Like, yeah. And that's what's mostly about. So foods that like sit well with me, I can tolerate, and obviously I feel they help me recover from the workout or help me perform. And it's just like, okay, let's just stay with these. It's just trying, like, it's not sort of, because every time you perhaps eat out or eat sort of like more, like say pasta, you have some sort of like more chocolate, things like that. Again, I've just reduced that down. I still have some, but just a very, like a bar, so every couple of days. Because again, it's more sort of like inflammatory sort of thing. It's more sort of, okay, this is perhaps not the food you need to be eating. But yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. And yeah, take from that what you will if you want to.